Max AHOB to my con supporting the Prester Pack 3. Click the link below for the Cash App. Only $25 up until Shabbat. That's half off if you get it right now. And you can get Prester 1, 2, and 3 all together. I'm going to do like a mega flash drive. Some of my cons already supported that. Call it the Super Prester bundle. But it's going to be Prester 1, 2, and 3. 137 full videos on a super flash drive, man, for the Prester Pack. So if you want to get them all consolidated into one Prester Pack, it's only $45, my nigga. You know Prester 1 is already $60 by itself, so $45 for Prester 1, 2, and the brand new Prester 3 if you get it before Shabbat. For my cons, I just want to make sure all this is affordable. These flash drive companies are not cheap, you know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure we're able to, you know, support our job, make our time capsules, and support our land at the same time. You know what I'm saying? We're really trying to balance this. So it really means a lot for you to support whatever we bring in, you know what I'm saying, with our products. It just, you know, it's a massive amount of support for us. So my cons, you support us, you believe in us, we believe in y'all, we appreciate y'all. Hit our Cash App before Shabbat. 25 for the Prester 3, 45 for the Super Prester Bundle 1, 2, and 3, 45. Hit the Cash App. So, and the shipping's included, so it's all good. We talking lost tribes and promised lands, man. So, you know, I just want to get a little drop out of here because we getting ready for Prester 138, my niggas. 138 parts, man. I remember we said it's going to be a 10-part series, man. 15-part series, 20-part series. Then we said, let's get the Prester 50. Then we said, man, can we hit the Huno? Then they started calling me Huno for the 100, man. And now we on 137, man. So get it back, man. Get it back for a stack, man. I love to Ronald Sanders, man. I'm jumping right in. Page 46, man. Page 46, man. Pause it, man. Right off the balcony, man. Pause it, man. We getting some drop, man. So you already got it, man. You can read ahead, man. You can pause it, read ahead. You know, if you're familiar with the drop library, a lot of people, you know, got the PDF, you know what I'm saying? So look out for the new drop library on the brand new website at 432thedrop.com. So a lot of moving parts. We got a radio coming back. I think June 14th, we're going to do a brand new launch, continuing our fifth wave, man, because they can't stop the drop. We're going to have a beautiful dismount for the fifth wave. It's all happening, my nigga. MHOE's popping off. Hit up MHOE.clothing. Five Eyes Ma's already designing beautiful shirts for the fifth wave. You know what I'm saying? Summertime fly. Brand new MHOE designs, man. MHOE.clothing. Just click the links and just enjoy the flow, man. We're writing, man. We're writing our own TV series called Nagaville. You know what I'm saying? We're going to produce it ourselves, put it on Nagaville.com. It's going to be a great subscription-based platform. You can just get the content for the new TV series, Nagaville, and any other shows we add to it, films we add to it. Tribe Up Music, man, we recording brand new drop for y'all because ain't nothing like Tribe Up Music. Ain't no vibration like Tribe Up Music, man, because it's directly, you know, to our source from real Nagas, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't lost no more, my Naga. We popping off now. We surfing away. What's it say? What's it say? We have seen it functioning just this way in the Prester John letter. So I'm not making stuff up. We on Prester 138 now. Because there's Prester John letters. Now, is it real? Is it fake? All right, cool. What about Prester John monuments in South Africa looking for Prester John? The Portuguese got a monument to the seafarers searching for Prester John for 500 years. You think I'm playing? Yeah, what man do they look for 500 years? From 1145 to 1645, and it says it on the monument. So we ain't making stuff up. This is a mystery. This Prester John mystery, this Negro man that you're looking for. Yeah, everybody knows he's a Negro. That's why they called him the noble Ethiopian, my noggin. So what Negro king, Rex Negus, are you searching for 500 years? This is what we got to get our mind bones around. This is why we're on 138. Who do you search for 500 years? What Negro king? And they're looking everywhere, and then finally, they find you. Finally, they find American Nagas, right? And they lie to you. They tell you that they just brought you on boats from Africa, but you the originals they found right here. And they brought a Hebrew interpreter named Louis Torres to speak to you. I'm not kicking no religion. I'm saying they spoke Hebrew to you. You got the Los Lunas, New Mexico Decalogue stone with the Hebrew 10 Commandments on them in Picto-Paleo-Hebrew. And they just discovered Paleo-Hebrew, Picto-Hebrew like 100 years ago or something like that. So it ain't them writing this. They just discovered your language. They just figured it out. Now they just speaking modern Yiddish, but before it's Picto, Paleo. We're talking about gematria, numbers, right? The code. Keeping the code? Keeping the code? Why not? So look, man, we have seen it functioning just this way in the Prester John letter, but the neighbors across the river in Eldad's account are not Prester John and his Christian subjects, because anything related to the Bible, they just gonna call you Christians, but they're looking for King David. They're looking for the Rex Negus. They're looking for the priest king. He ain't no Christian. This ain't no JC situation. My naga, this is your heritage. This is Judah. This is Judah. You know what I'm saying? Here, rather, is Eldad. We're talking Eldad the Dane, right? The Danite. This is Eldad's description of him. All right, listen up. There's also the tribe of Moses. Moses. I said Moses, man. There's also the tribe of Moses, man. Moses, man. I got to put some spice on it. On Mhoe, man. Our just master, which is called the tribe of Giannis because it fled from idol worship. So these niggas was hijack free. They was KTC. They was keeping the code. They fled from idol worship and clung to the fear of God. A river flows round their land for a distance of 4 days' journey on every side. They dwell in beautiful houses provided with handsome towers. Just think about America, man. Think about Cibola. Think about the Grand Canyon. Think about the Coronado expeditions. They're looking for gold, 7 cities of gold. Arizona, Cali, California gold rush, right? Just think about the Mississippi River. You know what I'm saying? The real Nile. Nile in Hebrew is Nahal. Nahal just means a great river. So where's the real great river? Where's the real Nahal? Mississippi feeds everybody, right? So Colorado River, right? Hey, they dwell in beautiful houses provided with handsome towers, which they have built themselves. They sow and reap and have all sorts of gardens and all kinds of fruit and cereals, namely beans, melons, gourds, onions, garlic, wheat, and barley, and the seed grows 100-fold. They have faith. They know the law. Whoa, this is Eldad speaking. Moreover, they see nobody and nobody sees them except the 4 tribes who dwell on the other side of the rivers of Ethiopia. They see them and speak to them. But the river Sambation, spelled Sambatyon, this is why the Prester investigation is the greatest investigation of all time. Because then you can factor in the Fountain of Youth, because he has the Fountain of Youth, and he only started looking for the Fountain of Youth in Florida, in America, in the last 500 years. Why? Because they've been searching for this Negro priest king. Prester means priest, John means king. They've been searching for Prester John for 500 years, 1145 to 1645, according to the Portuguese monument in South Africa. Then they just started, then they found you and started searching for the Fountain of Youth in America, in Florida. Put it together. They found Preston and started searching for the fountain. And this Sambation River. When you research the Sambation River, it's a mystical river. It's supposed to be full of, it's like a waterless sea filled with precious stones and, you know, all types of things. And apparently it flows for, you know, there's different variant accounts, but some say 6 days and it rests on the Sabbath. So they call it the Sabbath River. And on the other side of this river, it's supposed to be these tribes that are in exile or they're protected because they can't cross the Sabbath River on the Sabbath. And during the other days, they can't cross it because it's just too mighty, full of stones. And you know what I mean? So it's protecting them. It's keeping them away from Hijack City. But it says they have this Sambation River between them. They have plenty of gold and silver. They sow flax and cultivate crimson worms and make beautiful garments. Sounds like that, kind of like that indigo flow, right? That blue, purple, red. These are Levites of the tribe of Moses and the priesthood. Prester means priest. John means king. And though not all of them are necessarily prophets or priests, a whole nation of them implies an exalted religiosity. Indeed, they were too exalted for the possession of territory in biblical times and were not one of the 12 tribes among whom Joshua divided up the land of Canaan. So you have a 13th tribe. Now they have their own hijacked version of the 13th tribe, but I want you to think Mhoe. I want you to think priest. I want you to think Prester when we talk 13th tribe. Abyssinia means mixed, like mixed multitude. And the term Abyssinia predates the term Ethiopia. Ethiopia was called Abyssinia, and Prester John was called the Emperado de los Abyssinios. Emperor of Abyssinia is the emperor of the mixed multitude. This is the 13th tribe. Yeah, that lucky number 13. That's why these builders are afraid of 13. They don't want to put the 13th floor. They don't want to break it down. Let's get this, man. Droplets popping off everywhere, man. It's all good. I love that vibration, man. We're talking fountain of youth. They are therefore not one of the 10 lost tribes, but they're the 13th tribe. All right. This legend of a gathering of them in a country of their own is not exclusive to Eldad, but its origins are quite obscure, as is the name it gives them. Giannis, Y-A-N-U-S, is simply a Hebrew word meaning fleeing, so that it may be a proper name, but part of a designation, the tribe that flees, that is from idol worship, flees from hijacked city, or the tribe that is having an exodus. They will call you fleeing out of Egypt, right? So this is a tribe that's on an exodus, right, back to Moses. But other texts make Giannis a proper name, which can be either that of the tribe or its Levite founder. This could be a direct forebearer of Prester John. Read it, man. Huh? I can't make this stuff up. We just been reading books for 137 parts, man. We just reading books. It's not my opinions. You got an argument with the authors that are talking about Ethiopia and what they call India superior on these maps. There was no North America. All these maps say India superior. Columbus got lost looking for India. Columbus was looking for India superior, bringing letters to the Grand Khan. And he brought a Hebrew interpreter to talk to you in America. This could be a direct forebearer of Prester John. Here is a people of virtually priestly status living across the Sambation from some of the lost tribes of Israel in a condition of unique sanctitude and bearing either itself or in the person of its leader, the name Giannis. Could this have been adapted into the Latin form Johannes? Isn't presbyter a likely notion to have emerged out of the legend of a tribe of Levites? If there is indeed a Jewish identity buried in the legendary personality of Prester John, not Jewish, we're talking Judah, we're talking Hebrew, then he is a significant symbol not only of a certain of the more favorable aspects of the Judeo-Christian relationship in the Middle Ages, but also of the peculiar complexities of the emerging, listen up, racial consciousness of the Renaissance. We're talking race now. Here we go for the dismount. For it, if his remotest Ethiopian origins have a Jewish coloration, what? For if his remote Ethiopian origins have a Jewish coloration, if this nigga is a Hebrew, let's go. His most up-to-date Ethiopian image in the 15th century had, as we have seen, a black one, you know, copper color. We can thereby see in all its richness the tolerance implied in the vision of Prester John, because they were supposed to be racist, so they're tolerant racists because they know he's a black man. Although Eldad and his fellow Danites apparently in their time did not have to be black to be Ethiopian, and anthropologically more sophisticated 15th century tended to take it for granted that a king of Ethiopia could not have been any other color. So he's an Ethiopian king. Ethiop just means burnt face or fiery looking. So if you were burnt face in the west or a burnt face in the east, that's not a that's not an orientation designation. It just means that you got copper colored skin or that you are fiery looking, which is why they say you don't necessarily have to be black to be Ethiopian, because you could still have that fiery, the one with the fiery glance if you see clearly. We're talking Abyssinia, right? The mixed multitude, Mhoe, Prester John for the dismount. So no Ethiopian king could be any other color, but at least for the length of a historical moment, the seekers of Prester John, I said the seekers of Prester John did not seem any more perturbed by his blackness than by his Jewish aspect or his Hebrew priesthood. Pause it. Read it. We got a lot more to read. There's a whole chapters called The End of Prester John, you know, talking about this noble image that was taken from us and then replaced by this out of Africa image, you know what I'm saying, this slave image. But your nobility has been, you know, you forgot who you are as nobles. You forgot your nobility. You forgot your garments, right? You forgot your priesthood. You forgot your code, which is why we say keep the code. Because Exodus 20 ain't no Christianity. Exodus 20 is a code for a tribe to stop killing and stealing and putting any hijack before our Creator. No more idolatry, which makes us the Giannis or Johannes or the John or the King. Right now, you've mastered. You're the king of your frequency, right? You're the queen of your frequency because you're no longer hijacked, putting something directly between you and the Creator. We flee from idolatry. We connect directly with our source, and that's Mhoe. That's KTC, and that's how you keep the code. So get the Prester John investigation. Get your new Prester packs. Super duper deal, super bundle deal. 25 for Prester 3, 45 for Prester 1, 2, and 3. All consolidated in one Prester pack for the cons to keep as a souvenir, Managa, or you know, as a time capsule to passing generations. That without the internet, they can plug that in and watch all of the Prester John investigation, the recon we've done for almost, you know, a decade, man. And I thank y'all, Max Ahab, ThaWaDa Drop Nation, you know what I mean, for this revelation, for this air, for this breath, and you know, for all the steady energy and the water you bring it, man. And Drop Nation, man, all my Ether squad, all the reconners, man, you know what I'm saying, all my community that just been, you know, reading these books and dropping these books. Hey, we one tribe, man. This is one vibe. ThaWaDa, Halal HaWah.